That was a lot more work than I thought it would be, but I give to you the Woodward Fab automatic bender. We got the swag off-road adapter to fit a Harbor Freight or a swag off-road Ram. Got a 1.75" die, an old piece of 3/4 seam welded tube, 1.75" seam welded tube. I believe I have everything hooked up, and I've got it welded to this engine stand in such a way that all the heavy parts are going toward the leverage of the engine stand. So this is my new setup, and I'm ready to do my first test bend.
Man, that's pretty cool. A little bit of a not a great balance there, but that just means it's 100% not perfect.
Give it a little shake. I found that helps.
Interesting stuff. The only bender I've used is the affordable bender, which gets the job done, and I may still use that for other projects in the past, but this one seems like it'll be a little bit more convenient. There you go. Almost 120 degrees. Yeah, go pick yourself up one of these. I'll link down in the description where I found all this. Alright, so why did I put my Woodward Fab Bender together and not work on the Jeep when I'm planning to get it done by Christmas? Allow me to explain myself. The last couple of weeks have been really busy for me. I had to go down to Tucson for a VA appointment. Then I had to go back to work. My sleep schedule's all messed up. And then this week it was time to go down to the valley and visit friends, talk about Thanksgiving and Christmas, and spend some time with my lady. So that's what I've been doing for the past week. I just got home about 4 hours ago. I started putting this thing together because that's really all I have time for. I've got to start getting ready for work tomorrow night, which means I have to stay awake until a certain time, go to bed, try to sleep as much as I can during the day, and then wake up and freeze my butt off on night shift tomorrow night. So in the meantime, tonight, with a little bit of time I have left before I have to start getting things ready for my next week of work, I'm going to try to think of everything I need to buy for this Jeep. So when payday happens, I can make sure all my bills are paid and try to get as much of that knocked out as possible. That list includes the remaining brake parts that I think that I'll need, some more Dash 6 hose for my transmission cooler and my steering cooler, and then some. I've decided I'm just going to buy hydraulic lines from ICT, 3 high pressure lines, 2 for the steering ram, 1 for the high pressure line off the steering pump, and then I'll just make one with some leftover Dash 6 line for the return, because that doesn't hold any pressure. It's just a return for fluid to go back up in the reservoir. I got a Tom Woods drive shaft, the one I dropped on my head. I got to finish hooking that up. I got to fill the rear diff with oil. I'll have to top off the transmission. I got to buy transmission fluid. So I'm basically just going to make a list over the next couple hours of stuff that I need to order or go down to town to buy, because after the next 7 days, which is, 5 days from when you're watching this, I will be working, and then I'll get off and I'll just be in my shop for about 7 days. And then I've got to go back down to Tucson to pick up sleep apnea test. Apparently you get all these rings and, chest stuff. Dress up like you're a character in Mass Effect Andromeda. Then you gotta try to sleep for 3 hours with all that junk on you. And I can't sleep when I'm comfortable, so that's gonna be a challenge. I may have to take like the rest of my melatonin. Anyway, so that's where I'm at with the Jeep. I'm still trying to get this thing to at least drive around in two-wheel drive around here by Christmas, but my not-so-secret goal is to put this thing on a trailer, drive it down to Phoenix, Mesa, AJ area, and drive it around there and show it off to all my friends and family and have a good time. Maybe my dad will have his Suzuki Samurai ready to do a little wheeling around on Christmas or the day after or the weekend of Christmas. If not, we can just take his Toyota and we'll do some trails around and we'll test the brakes and the steering and my lockers and everything. It'll be quite a good time. So my dad and his wife have a Toyota with big 33-inch tires. They're, I think, wider than the ones I've got on the Comanche. It's lifted like 6 inches, so that thing will get around all the trails no problem. The Samurai that he bought originally tried to talk me into building it, but I have projects that's probably going to take me the next 5 years. Hold on, let me grab a dot check. So, as the plan goes, finish this Jeep by next summer. That is completely finished with the original idea in my head. And obviously a Jeep is never done. Off-road truck is never done because you always want to change something. Or we're probably going to roach this truck bed eventually, end up just taking it off and building a rear cage for this truck, which, foreshadowing, is kind of why I wanted to make it removable in the first place. All I gotta do is take the stuff out of the bed, pull the back half of the cage off. Once the Jeep is done, I have a special go-kart project. It's not really a go-kart, it's kind of like a China buggy. I've been told that a go-kart is a rigid frame with no suspension, with a 219 engine or whatever. I don't know, but I call it a go-kart. I call Razors go-karts. So got to get that thing fixed up. It's just a 250 two-wheel drive open diff in the rear. Smokes like a sieve. I'm gonna try to get the valve seal swapped out so that it can run and I can have some fun with it around the neighborhood. Once that's complete, I have a 2008 Kawasaki Teryx carbureted, really old side-by-side. And, I'm joking here. Who doesn't? You can look on the marketplace and you will see at least a dozen of those that you could probably drive to in less than an hour. They go for around, $2,000 not running to, $3,000 or $4,000 running. This one was not running, but I think I know what's wrong with it. Got to get that thing fixed up. If I can get that running, I would love to take the gear out of side-by-side and put it in the go-kart. It's the same engine that's in the Kawasaki Brute Force, which is also the same engine that Grindhard Plumbing Company put in their Barbie camper, and that thing rips. So if I put that in the go-kart, maybe not so much because it's a little heavier. Oh, I'm pretty sure that'll rip a little bit, even with me in it. Plus I have four-wheel drive lockers, bigger tires, and it'll be a good time. So that'll be, probably next year if I can get all that done in 6 months. So that would technically be season 2 of this show, and I'm kind of giving away a lot here. Be 6 months of videos, which would be, 48 videos of just go-karts and side-by-sides and, random stupid horsing around, jumping off stuff or whatever. Try not to hurt myself, just having a good old time. if you would like to join me for that, after next summer, keep on watching. But after that, season 3, I have a 1947 Chevy cab that a tree fell on that I have named Tree Catcher. I would like to combine that with a 90s S10 frame that I have. I have a 4.8 engine, a lot like this one, just a little smaller on the inside. That with roll bearings, I got to roll in new bearings, get a crank. Maybe I'll put a cam in it this time. I don't know. Gonna build that engine. I already have a bunch of parts for that, and then put the cab and the engine on the frame. I got some 05 Plus Data 60s from another guy that I met, and I'll put that on there. Probably gonna go 42s or bigger. I'll do the Turbo 350 or the Turbo 400 transmission with much better transfer case this time. Then I plan to slap a CJ7 CJ style Jeep grill in front of that. Build a little bed on the back and tube it up nice so it's safe, and then that'll be good. As far as builds go, those 3 or 4 are all that I have planned. Now, I did pick up a John Deere Gator that's kind of beat to crap, but this is Black and Blue Garage because we beat everything. So I plan on fixing that up off camera so I can, use it to run my parts back and forth, run to the dump, clean up the sticks and rocks and stuff in my yard, move some dirt if I want to, whatever. But depending on how good go-karts do on my channel, I may decide to do something with the John Deere Gator. Maybe, I don't know. We'll have to do like some kind of crazy TDI swap into it and see if I could put the old Jeep axles off of this thing on there. Whatever. So that brings me to 2028. All this is subject to change because, as you know, if you want to make God laugh, just tell him your plans. It's possible that I don't even finish this thing. I could break both my legs, lose my job, and have to sell my house. So, but as far as plans go, that's what I want to do. There's so much to talk about, and I could sit here and do talking head video stuff, but to be honest with you, I can't stand talking head videos, and so the fact that I'm making this just goes to show how worn out I am. It has been a busy month last month. It's been a busy couple of weeks this month and last month, so got a lot to do. I'm probably going to have a lot of silent video this month just because I'm going to be burning through bunch of stuff that I just need to get done. Stuff like bolting up a Tom Woods drive shaft is not interesting in a video, so I'll probably just let the camera run, play some cool music, and let you guys watch the build progress. So, with that being said, of course, all of this is 100% not perfect. God bless, and see you next weekend. And now it's time for Silly Songs with Larry. It's 100% not perfect.